Snake is holding a strong lead in first place, with Amy trailing closely behind. Gary Z is currently in third place, but anything can happen in this race. Ekajironi and C. Ryanbot dropped to P36. Kasashuk advances to Power, passing Andix. Koki Beninity progresses to P9, overtaking Ayarafail from Team Blast. While CB has gained momentum, passing 4 cars to secure the 10th position. Dakota Snake now leads the race, surpassing Gary Z for the top spot. Gary Z has advanced to second place, overtaking Amy. Okayoki 3 is struggling, dropping a significant 20 positions to P37. Smakun 1995 has made a solid move up to Pen, passing Susan Greenberg. Susanna Greenberg is now in P11 after overtaking Koki Beninity. Shipraman is now in the 25th position, after overtaking 5 cars. Mama Hasta has made a move as well, climbing to 29th place by passing 4 competitors. Meanwhile, Greninja seems to be struggling, dropping back 9 spots to 32nd position. Davin 27, making an impressive climb, passing 11 cars to secure P25. Smurf 20 facing challenges, dropping a significant 32 positions to P38. Cash. Used John 7, now in P3 after overtaking Amy in a thrilling maneuver. Okayoki 3 from Team Racing Potatoes is making a strong move, catching up to Swords and Maya with an impressive 27.5 second gain. Meanwhile, Smaku 1995 and Suzanne Greenberg are fiercely competing for the 10th spot in their Orica 7 Gibson and On-Roke Ligier JS P2 Honda respectively. Lastly, Amundsen and Lacroixon 1980 are locked in a tight contest for 16th place. Gary and Zed are fiercely contesting for second place, with Gary in an on-road Ligia JSP2 Honda, and Oryu John 7 in an Orica 7 Gibson. Electric Murray has made a significant climb to 12th place, passing Wauxi B by. Swords and Maya have also advanced to 31st place, surpassing Duff Dad in the process. Okayoki 3 is making a strong push, catching up to Swords and Maya with a 554.8-second reduction in the gap. Duff Dad is also on the move, closing in on 7 of 27, from Team Blast by 595.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Rafael and Andy X are locked in a battle for the 7th position, showcasing their skills in different car models. Elgar 77 is making a swift move towards Sniku 515, narrowing the gap by 17.1 seconds. La Croissant 1980 seems to be facing difficulties, dropping 11 places to P31. Decadet Snake and Gary Z are fiercely competing for pole. Susan Wangberg dropping 16 places to P35. Katsushuk and Fiery fighting for 5 in their Orica 7 cars. Chipperman making moves up to P19, passing Haggard 3. Nirasol has advanced to 15th place, surpassing Vavifek. Vavifek has moved up to 16th place by overtaking Bochizero. Haggard 3 advances to P19. Passing Sniku 515. Sniku 515 climbs to P20, overtaking Super Lacroix. Super Lacroix is now at P21, surpassing Renza DMB. Green Ninja takes an impressive leap, passing 7 cars to secure 31st place. Gary Z now leads the pack after overtaking Takada Snake from Team Racing Potatoes. Smokun 1995 climbs the ranks, moving to 10th place by overtaking Koki by Ninchichi. Ayafe in the Oreka 7 Gibson, and Andy X in the Onrope Ligia JSP2 Honda, are fiercely contesting the 7th position. Meanwhile, Koki Beninati and Walksi B are locked in a battle for the 11th spot. In a sharp move, Naxu has advanced to 34th place, surpassing Duff Dad on the way up. Aming-san has made a move up to P36, successfully passing Susan Greenberg. Katsushuk and Fiery are engaged in a tight battle for the 5th position. Katsushuk is behind the wheel of an Orica 7 Acura, while Fiery is piloting an Orica 7 Gibson. Let's see who comes out on top in this exciting duel. East John 7 and Amy are locked in a tight battle for the 3rd position. East John 7 is piloting an Orica 7 Gibson, while Amy's behind the wheel of an on-road Ligier GSP2 Honda. The competition for that spot is heating up. Super Lacroix in the Ligier JSP217 is fiercely contesting the 21st position with Renzo Donby in the Cadillac DPI. The battle for this spot is heating up as both drivers aim to gain an edge over each other on the track. Duff Dad and Susan Greenberg are locked in a tight duel for 35th place. Duff Dad is piloting the Oreca 7 Gibson, while Suzanne Greenberg is behind the wheel of the on-road Ligier JSP2 Honda. The competition for the midfield positions remains heated as the race progresses. I. Rafael in the Oreca 7 Gibson is fiercely contesting Steven against Andy X in the on-road Ligier JSP2 Honda. Meanwhile, Suzanne Greenberg in the Ligier and Duff Dad in the Oreca are locked in a close duel for P35. The battle for positions continues to heat up on the track. Andy X faces a setback, dropping to P19. Amy of Team Death Robots advances to Pfauer, surpassing Katzishuk of Team S1 Stock D. Challenge. Katzishuk climbs to 5, passing Phi Ray. Amundsen is making impressive progress, overtaking 8 cars to secure the 29th position. Amundsen now ahead of Lacrosse 1980 from Team Blas. Lacrosse 1980 is making a significant move on Andy X, reducing the gap by 566.6 seconds. Amundsen is facing challenges, dropping 6 positions to P37. Dakota Snake has taken the lead, surpassing EU's John Savan for the top spot in the race. EU's John Savan has made a bold move and taken the lead from Dakota Snake. Katzishuk makes a bold move, taking over Dakota Snake for P2. We've got a tight competition between them in different cars. Phi Ray is also making moves, surpassing Gary Z to secure the 5th spot. The race dynamics are heating up. Amy has slipped to the 15th position, facing some challenges on the track. Koki Binanity making a strong move up to 7th, passing WowXCB.UCB. WowXCB now taking the 8th place from Electric Murray. Welcome back, Yugzami. Glad to have you rejoin the race car fun. Greninja from Team Still No Name Racing is swiftly closing in on Amundsen, reducing the gap by 501.8 seconds. The competition is heating up as Greninja continues to chase down Amundsen on the track. Okayoki 3 is relentlessly closing in on Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by a remarkable 562 seconds. Meanwhile, Kazushuk is making gains on Use John 7, narrowing the distance by 4.6 seconds. The battle for positions is heating up as the race progresses. Decada Snake has made a massive leap, surpassing 13 cars to claim the lead position. Gary Z is also on the move, overtaking 14 cars to secure second place. Electric Mary is steadily climbing, passing 5 cars to settle in at 4th place. Katsushuk is on fire, climbing to Pate by overtaking 4 cars. Byria is also making moves, jumping 5 spots to P9. Buchisero is not far behind, passing 8 cars to secure the 10th position. Feds from Team Still No Name Racing is now in 12th place after overtaking 10 cars. WowCB has moved up to 13th place by passing 11 cars. Super Lacroix has made a significant move up the field, now in 14th place after overtaking 12 cars. Paulo Costanine has made a quick move, advancing to P26 after overtaking Renzo Dondi on the track. Duff Dad in the Eureka 7 Gibson is fiercely contesting with Susan Greenberg in the on-road Ligier GS P2 Honda for the 34th spot. Deplorable Apple has surged to 5th place, passing Kokibinity. Kokibinity has advanced to 6th place, overtaking Kazushuk. Kazushuk has moved up to 7th place, overtaking Fire. WowCB is making gains on Hugger 3, reducing the difference by 4.6 seconds. Super Lacroix has advanced to P13, surpassing Snaku 515 from Racing Potatoes. Snaku 515, now in 14, overtaking Feds. Feds dropped significantly to P36. NDX advances to P18, overtaking Airafael. Airafael now in P919 after passing Naga 77 tie. Nukem Bochum and Andy X are fiercely contesting the 17th position in their respective cars. A Cadillac DPI VR for Nukem Bochum and an on-road Ligier JSP2 Honda for Andy X. Amazon is making a significant charge towards Feds, reducing the gap by 547.7 seconds. Meanwhile, Fiery has advanced to 8th place by overtaking Bookshazerdo. Amazon continues to close in on Feds, now trailing by 547.7 seconds. ARFAF advanced to 18th place, successfully passing Andy X in the process. Both drivers are engaged in a tight contest for the 18th spot, each showcasing their skills in different car models. Additionally, Nalga 77 and Smokun 1995 are currently fighting for the 20th position on the track. Koki Benanati in the Oreca 7 Gibson and Kazashok in the Oreca 7 Acura are fighting for the 6th position. Nukem Bochum in the Cadillac DPI VR and the Airfail from Team Blast in the Oreca 7 Gibson are battling it out for 17th place. Meanwhile, Airfail in the Oreca 7 Gibson is also trying to fend off Andy X in the on-road Ligia JSP2 Honda for 18th place. Dakota Snake and Gary Z are fiercely competing for the top spot. Ustom 7 is steadily gaining on Gary Z, reducing the distance by 2.5 seconds. Meanwhile, Smurf 20 has made progress, now in 29th place after overtaking 7-27. Hey there, Wazirius Guy. Welcome back to the stream. Good to have you back watching the thrilling AI race cars with us. Gary Z takes the lead, passing Dakota Snake for Pone. Koki Beninity and Kazashuk are fighting for the 6th position in their Oreca 7 cars. Naksuru makes a move to P31, overtaking Susan Greenberg Tachi. Ision 7 is now in 2nd place after passing Dakota Snake. Amy is steadily gaining on Dakota Snake, reducing the distance by 2.2 seconds. Andy X has made progress, moving up to 17th place after overtaking Shipberman. Susan Greenberg drops to P34. Amin Sun gains on ARFL by 439.8 seconds. Use John 7 and Dakota Snake fight for P2 in an intense duel. Drainage is rapidly catching up to Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 590.1 seconds. Decatur Snake has climbed to P3, passing Amy. Exciting duel for P28 between Smurf 20 in a Cadillac DPI VR and Sabina 27 in an Orica 7 Gibson. Andy X and Electric Murray are facing setbacks, slipping to P22 and P23 respectively. A thrilling battle is unfolding between Ayush John 7 in the Oreka 7 Gibson and Dakota Snake in the Onroke Ligia JS P2 Honda for the second position. Exciting times on the track. Suzanne Greenberg is swiftly catching up to Amundsen, cutting the distance by a significant 533.7 seconds. Okayoki 3 is also closing in on Arafel with a quick 289.7 second reduction in gap. Gary Z and Decatur Snake are fiercely competing for the top spot in the race. Mama Hasta surpasses Vavifek, now in 20th place. La Croissant 1980 has advanced to 28th place, passing Smurf 20. In a tight duel for 29th place, Smurf 20 in a Cadillac DPI VR is challenging Duff Dad in an Orica 7 Gibson. Decatur Snake takes the lead, passing Amy. Amy from Team Death Robots now in second place, overtaking Gary Z. Deplorably Apple is gaining on Ayush John 7, reducing the distance by 2.4 seconds. Amundsen is making a strong push, narrowing the distance to Duff Dad by 23.3 seconds. Kasishuk has now advanced to 6th place, overtaking Fiery. Fiery has also climbed up to 7th place, surpassing Koki Baninity in the process. Deplorably Apple secures 2nd place, surpassing Amy. Kasishuk climbs to 4th place, overtaking Decatur Snake. Bire advances to 6th place, overtaking Gary Z. Buchizero now up to 5th after passing 4 cars. Gary Z gaining on Buchizero, closing the gap by 12.2 seconds. Super Lacroix closing in on Snakuf with 115, reducing the gap by 590.5 seconds. Smoker 1995 is making a massive move on Koki Baninity, reducing the gap by 577.5 seconds. Meanwhile, Decatur Snake and Wauxi B are fiercely contesting the 9th position in their Onroke Ligier JS, P2 Honda, and Orica 7 Gibson cars. Paulo Costanin and Renzonbi are neck and neck in a fierce fight for the 20th spot. Andy X has made a move up to 30th, surpassing Le Croissant 1980. Dairafai from Team Blast is climbing the ranks, now sitting in 37th after overtaking Naxawu. Welcome back, Mihogs de la Cour. Good to see you again. Let's enjoy the race together. Racing Car Party. Popper. Dakota Snake and Walk CB are fiercely contesting the 9th spot, with Dakota Snake in the on-road Ligia. JSP2 Honda and Walk CB in the Oreca 7 Gibson. Meanwhile, Feds and Electromarie from Team Quark Express are battling it out for 27th place, with Feds in a Cadillac DPI VR and Electromarie in an Oreca 7 Gibson. Additionally, Susan Greenberg has made a significant move up to 33rd, successfully passing Le Croissant 1980. Casishot secures P2, overtaking Fire. Fire moves up to P3, passing Deplorable Apple. Renson B advances to P20, surpassing Paulo Costanin. Hey, King of Yon 1000. Welcome to the stream. We're watching an exciting AI-driven racing simulation here. You can join in on the fun by picking a car for your AI to race. Feel free to chat with me by saying "Hey Amy," and we'll have a blast cheering on your AI driver. Enjoy the race. Target Free is making a strong move, overtaking 5 cars to secure the 6th position. Amy is advanced to 3rd place, passing Decade Snake from Team Racing Potatoes. The Gecko Snake has climbed to 4th place, overtaking Deplorable Evil in the process. Super Laquia is making big moves, climbing up 6 spots to secure the 13th position. Rain Sudden B isn't far behind, overtaking 5 cars to claim the 15th spot. Unfortunately, Snaku 515 is struggling, slipping back 6 places to 22nd position. Ranson B is making a strong push towards Nugam Bochum, closing the gap by 9.9 seconds. Kokibin Entity is also charging hard, narrowing the distance to Paulo Costanin by 57.5 seconds. Air Fael is on a mission, significantly reducing the gap to Susan Greenberg by 553.3 seconds. Gary Z is now leading the pack, surpassing Amy, who is now in 2nd place. Decadus Nick has made a move to secure the 3rd spot, pushing EU's John 7 down the ranks. EU's John 7, showing some impressive speed out there, followed closely by Gary Z and me. Amy! It's a close race so far, with all drivers vying for that top spot. Shipbroman is making significant progress, catching up to EU's John 7, cutting the distance by 591.1 seconds. Andy X is also swiftly closing in on Smurf 20, reducing the gap by 28.8 seconds. It seems like Shipbroman is really pushing hard to catch up to EU's John 7, narrowing the gap by 591.1 seconds. Snaker 515, from Team Racing Potatoes, has slipped back 7 places to position 30. Kadishok has advanced to 6th place, surpassing Butchizero. Butchizero has climbed to 7th place, overtaking Wauxi B. Deplorable is now in 3rd place after passing Fire-A. Fire-A is now in 4th place, overtaking Dakota Snake. Sabini 27 is gradually gaining on Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Andy X is on a mission, closing in on Duff Dad with a 32-second gain. Deplorable and Fire-A are fiercely competing for the 3rd spot. Meanwhile, CCB is making moves, now in 7th place after overtaking Urasol. Kazashok smoothly advances to 5th place, surpassing Butchizero. Butchizero retaliates and gains 6th place by overtaking Decada Snake. A fierce competition between Mama Hasta in a Ligia JSP 2117 and Polo Castanin in an on-road Nissan DPI unfolds for the 20th position. Amy is making strides, catching up to Gary Z with a 2-second reduction in the gap. Meanwhile, Deplorable and Fire-A are fiercely competing for the 3rd position in their Orca 7 Acuras. Super Lacroix makes a strong move up to 10th place, passing user John 7 from Team Live for Speed. Mama Hasta and Koki Beninity are currently fighting for the 20th spot in their Ligia JS P217 and Orica 7 Gibson cars respectively. Apple has advanced to 3rd place, passing Fire-A in the process. Both drivers are piloting Orica 7 models. Renzo Dimby has climbed up to 14th place after overtaking Ukembokum in the standings. La Croissant in 1980 has made a move, advancing to 36th place by overtaking Suzanne Greenberg. Super Lacroix and EU John 7 are neck and neck for the 10th position. Knaga 77 is making moves, advancing to 17th place after overtaking Swords and Maya Dautar. Holocaustinin is steadily gaining on Swords and Maya, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Dakota Snake is making a strong move, closing the gap on Naga 77 by 24.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Nukem Buckham and Vavifek are locked in a tight battle for the 15th position. Amundsen has made a move up to 28th place, successfully overtaking Andy X in the process. Elias John 7 advances to 10th place, passing Super Lacroix. Sneaku 515 is gaining ground on Andy X, reducing the distance by 2.3 seconds. Renzo Nu makes a solid move to take 13th place from Vavifek. Vavifek responds by overtaking Nukem Buckham, who then falls back to 15th after being passed by Use John 7T. Use John 7 has made a big jump, passing 7 cars to secure the 12th position. Meanwhile, Koki Beninity is inching closer to Smokun 1995, reducing the distance by 39.9 seconds. Excitingly, Butchesero has now claimed the 4th spot after passing Kazishuk. Flyray is now in 15th place after dropping 13 positions. Eos John 7 has slipped to 26th place after falling back 12 spots. Aminsan from Team Nafgumpings is making a strong push, reducing the gap to Oyus John 7 by 19.9 seconds. Amy has secured the 4th position by overtaking Wauk CB Daisi. Wauk CB now occupies 5th place after passing Nearasol, who is now in 6th, after surpassing Butchesero. Okayoki 3 is making a massive move to catch up with Feds, shrinking the gap by 473.2 seconds. Gary Zed and Kazashuk are fiercely competing for the 2nd position. Meanwhile, Fiery has climbed up to 14th place, passing Swords and Maya in the process. Super Lacroix is making significant gains on Butchesero, decreasing the gap by an impressive 58.3 seconds. Green Jib is also swiftly closing in on Aerofail, reducing the distance by 38.9 seconds. Super Lacroix from Team Death Robots continues to narrow the gap on Buchisero by 58.3 seconds. Mirasaw advances to 6th place, surpassing Hugot 3. Rinzadumbi climbs to 10th place, overtaking Vavifek. Vavifek now in 11th place, passing Nukembokum from Team Death Robots. WowXCB has advanced to 4th place, surpassing Amy in their ongoing battle. WowXCB is behind the wheel of an Orca 7 Gibson, while Amy is piloting an on-road Ligier JSP2 Honda. Further back in the pack, Swords and Maya have made progress, overtaking Polokostanin to claim 14th place. Deplorable Apple is holding on to 1st place, followed closely by Kazashuk, with Gary Z trailing behind in 3rd. Let's see how this competition unfolds as they navigate the track. Noga 77 is catching up to WowXCB, reducing the gap by 587.6 seconds. Kokibin Entity is closing in on Decade Snake, narrowing the distance by 578.6 seconds. Momoha says gaining on Snakru 515, lessening the gap by 585.3 seconds. Chipraman is struggling, dropping to 30th place. Swords and Maya have advanced to 12th, passing Polokostanin. Polokostanin is now in 13th place after overtaking WowXCB in the standings. Kokibin Entity gains ground, now in 17th place after passing Amy. Aminsun is climbing too, now in 27th place after overtaking Yurs Jonsovin. Feds making moves, climbing to P24 after passing 5 cars. Ranzon B and Vavifek fighting for Pate. Nahaga 77, advancing to 14, overtaking Nukembokum Data. Bochitero is rapidly catching up to Mirasol, reducing the gap by 13.8 seconds. Kokibin Entity is swiftly closing in on Nukembokum, narrowing the gap by 33.2 seconds. East John 7 is steadily catching up to Duff Dad, closing the gap by 58.3 seconds. Super Lacroix is gaining on Bochi Zero, cutting the distance by 3 seconds. Fahiri has advanced to 8th place, passing Renzoding B. Nolga 77 has progressed to 13th place, overtaking Dakota Snake. Gekadesnake is on fire, climbing 5 places to secure P9. Rafael is on a mission, closing in on Uzjum 7 by 369.2 seconds. Dekadesnake making another move, now overtaking Renzuden B and holding onto P9. John 7 from Team Live for Speed is impressively gaining on Duff Dad, cutting the gap by a whopping 166.2 seconds. Vifek has made a significant move up to P12, surpassing Kokibinity. Meanwhile, Kokibinity has climbed to P13, overtaking both Swords and Maya in the process. Kokibinity has made a swift move to take over the 12th position from Davifek. The gap between Smurf 20 and Avenue 27 is closing rapidly, with Smurf 20 reducing it by 13.9 seconds. The chase is on. Nukin Bakken, from Team Death Robots, makes a move up to P9 passing Dakota Snake. Mama Hasta is catching up to Snaku 515, reducing the gap by 3.2 seconds. Chip Broman is making a significant push, narrowing the distance to Snaku 515 by 31.9 seconds. Depora Bleeple has surged to P3, passing Kazashuk. A fierce competition is unfolding between Depora Bleeple and Kazashuk for the P3 position. Smurf 20 is closing in on Sabine 27, reducing the gap by 38.7 seconds. Meanwhile, Vavifek and Kokubinity are battling it out for the 11th position in their Cadillac DPI VR and Orica 7 Gibson cars, respectively. Use John 7 is making an impressive charge, narrowing the distance to Duff Dad from Team Live for speed by 142.8 seconds. Nearsol has climbed to 3rd place by overtaking Deplorable Apple. Okiyoki 3 has advanced to 26th place by passing Feds. Nearsol now holds the 2nd position, successfully passing Harg 3. Katsushok has climbed to 5th place, overtaking Bushizero. Buchitero then moved up to 6th place, passing Deplorable Leeple. Kasishuk is struggling, dropping 15 positions to P19. Bujidzero has smoothly climbed to P4, surpassing Super Lacroix. Super Lacroix retaliates, moving up to P5 by overtaking Phi Ray. Renzen and B executes a fantastic overtake, climbing to 7 ahead of Vavifek. Vavifek now in P8 after passing Koki Beninity. Koki Beninity advances to P9, overtaking Swords and Maya in the process. Oh no, another graveyard forming. Hang in there everyone. Let's see some exciting racing despite the challenges. Smokun 1995 is swiftly catching up to Smurf 20, reducing the gap by a whopping 583 seconds. Snookerfield 115 is also making gains on Andy X, closing in by 8 seconds. Lavifek has made a significant move to claim 7th place, successfully overtaking Koki Beninity. Vavifek and Koki Beninity are neck and neck for the 7th position, with Vavifek in a Cadillac DPI VR, and Koki Beninity in an Orca 7 Gibson. Meanwhile, Knauga 77 and Walk CB are battling it out for 12th place, and Walk CB is also in a tight race with Dakota Snake for the 13th spot. Deplorably, Apple is making a significant push towards Fiery, reducing the gap by 187.2 seconds. Electric Marie is also gaining ground on Duff Dad, closing in by 460.7 seconds. Nolga 77 and Wehog CB are fiercely battling for the 12th place position. Nolga 77 and Wog 7 place position. Amy is making impressive gains, closing in on Use John 7 by 27.5 seconds. Mirasol is also narrowing the gap on Gary Z from Team No Name Racing by 2 seconds. Deplorably, Apple has climbed to P24, passing Feds in the process. Greeninjeb is making a swift move towards Okayoki 3, reducing the gap by 551.2 seconds. Paul Kostanin has climbed up to Pen, overtaking Welk CB. Welk CB is now in P11, after passing Decada Snake in the rankings. Okayoki 3 is making a strong move on Deplorable Apple from Team Life for Speed, reducing the gap by 161.9 seconds. Vavifek and Renza Dunbi are currently fighting for the 7th position. Fiery has advanced to 25th place, overtaking deplorably Apple in the process. Smurf 20 is closing in on Koki Bainanane, reducing the gap by 549.7 seconds. Kazashuk has made a move up to 15, overtaking Koki Bainati. The battle between Smurf 20 and Koki Bainati is getting intense as Smurf 20 continues to close in, now just 549.7 seconds behind. Amy is catching up to Susan Greenberg, closing the gap by 170.4 seconds. Hagu 3 is closing in on Nira Sol, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Kna 77 is reeling in Decadus Lake, closing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Feds from Team Still No Name Racing narrows the gap to UnDX by 577.2 seconds. We see a strong surge there. Gaminjeb advances to P27, passing Deplorable in the process. Rentonby and Valvifek are in a heated battle for 7th place. Ira Fail from Team Blast is putting on quite a show, closing the gap on Gwaninja by 7 seconds. Viray is steadily closing the gap on Feds from Team Still No Name Racing, reducing it by 2.2 seconds. Rendelombi made a great move, and is now in 6th after overtaking Vavafek, who was also advanced to 7 by passing Swords and Maya. Swords and Maya are now in Pate, overtaking Nukemba Bokum in the process. Hey there, Retrophone 131. Welcome back to the racetrack. We missed having you here. Let's enjoy some high-speed AI action together. Checkered Flick Automobile Dashing. Away. Duffdad is making a strong charge towards Amy from Team Death Robots, reducing the gap by 340.1 seconds. Decoder Snake has climbed to Pen, surpassing Nukambokum. Nalda 77 has advanced to P12, overtaking Sabine 27 in the process. Smurf 20 from Team 420 is rapidly closing in on Wowk CB, reducing the gap by a significant 35.7 seconds. The chase is on. Susan Greenberg is chasing down Deplorable Apple from Team Live for Speed, reducing the gap by 3.3 seconds. Hugger 3 has impressively moved up to P2, overtaking Mira Sol. Mama Hasta has advanced to P19, passing Shipperman in the standings. Porcupine Inady answers to 20th place, passing Shipperman.8. Fire moves up to 24th place, overtaking Feds from teams still no-name racing. Aminsan and Deplorably Apple are currently battling for 30th place. Aminsan with an Orica 7 Gibson and Deplorably Apple with an Orica 7 Acura. Deadbale. MEX is on fire, closing in on Shipperman with a 34.1 second gain. Electric Murray is also making moves, catching up to Duftad by 500.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Kazashuk is climbing the ranks, now in P11 after overtaking Nalga 77. Near Sol is steadily closing in on Hugger 3, reducing the gap by 7.33 seconds. Okie 3 is also making significant progress, narrowing the distance to Feds by 7.5 seconds. It seems Near Sol's pursuit of Hugger 3 continues with a 7.3 second reduction in the gap. Wow CB is on fire, jumping up the ranks to claim 7th place after overtaking 7 cars. Smokun 1995 is making significant gains, closing in on Smurf 20 by cutting the gap by a whopping 69.6 seconds. Duftad is on a mission, rapidly reducing the distance to Lacroisson 1980 by 438.3 seconds. Grigneb said, "Hey Amy, who set the fastest lap?" The fastest lap was set by Gary Z driving the Onregligia JSP2 Honda, with a time of 1:40.5. Speedy racer for sure. Smokun 1995 gains ground, now in 15th place after passing Nukembokum Button. Nukembokum responds, overtaking Smurf 20 and moving up to 16th place. Byray is getting closer to Andix, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Shipperman has made a move, and is now right on Snakufev 115's tail, reducing the gap by 3.7 seconds. Green Yet said, "Hey Amy, what's my fastest lap?" "Hey there Green Egypt. Your fastest lap time is 1:41.44.6. Great job out there on the track. Keep pushing. Duff Dad is on the move, closing the gap on La Croissant 1980 by 5.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Naxu is making a significant push towards Electric Miri, reducing the gap by 286.6 seconds. Duff Dad continues to close in on La Croissant 1980, now just 5.3 seconds behind. Retrophone 131 said, "Hey Amy, what are your thoughts on mayo?" Mayo? Well, I'd say it can add a nice creamy kick to some sandwiches, but it's definitely not everyone's cup of tea. What about you? Are you team mayo or team no mayo? Amundsen is making a strong move, closing in on John 7 from live for speed by 33.6 seconds. Huggett 3 is catching up to Gary Z, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Wow CB has climbed to 6th place after overtaking Vavafit. Kaiserschuk is now just 2.1 seconds behind Vavafik. Nukem Bokken takes 15 from Smoku 1995. Shipperman is closing in on Koki Benignity, shortening the gap by 2.7 seconds. Huggett 3 continues to impress, closing in on Gary Z with a 17.9 second gain. Smurf 20 is also making moves, narrowing the gap to Smoku 1995 by 6.4 seconds. The competition is heating up as teams push for the best positions. Nearasol has advanced to P2 by overtaking Huggard 3. Bujizero is catching up to Huggard 3, reducing the gap by 2.8 seconds. Nearasol is rapidly catching up to Gary Z from Team No Name Racing, reducing the distance by a significant 20.7 seconds. Additionally, Wow CB is making gains on Super La Croix, closing in by 2 seconds. The competition is heating up as positions shift swiftly on the track. Retrowolf 131 said, "Hey Amy, could you put mayo in Grinjib's tea?" Haha, I don't think mayo in tea would be a tasty combination for Grinjib. Let's keep the condiments where they belong. How about some sugar instead? Kokibananity advances to 18th, passing Shipbroman. Giolin. Shipbroman climbs to 19th, overtaking Sniku 515. Snikufa 515 pushes up to 20th, passing Mama Hasta. D. Hey Grinning Jeb. It's all about that positive vibe. Good job on the event win from Wednesday, keep the good vibes flowing. It's all about having fun, even if the outcome isn't what we expected. Right, Mama Hasta? Just enjoy the ride. IIR is making an impressive charge towards Okayoki 3, reducing the gap by a whopping 32.8 seconds. Sabine 27 has climbed to the 10th position, after overtaking Renzo Dombi, who in turn has moved up to 11th by passing Nolga 7077. Nukem Bochum has advanced to Platin, surpassing Dikudu Snake in the race. Suzanne Greenberg is swiftly catching up to Grenjeb, reducing the gap by a significant 208.4 seconds. The pressure is on as Suzanne Greenberg continues to close in on Grenjeb. Decadus Snake now holds 16 after passing Smurf 20. Shipperman is making a swift move, reducing the distance to Koki Binety by 87.8 seconds. Smokun 1995 advances to 15th place, passing Smurf 20. Smurf 20 climbs to 16th, overtaking Koki Beninity. Koki Beninity moves up to 17th, passing Ship Broman. Sniku 515 has made a bold move, climbing up to the 18th position, surpassing Koki Binety in the process. Amy is gaining on Laquason 1980, reducing the gap by 5.8 seconds. Hugi and Buchai Zero are fighting for third place. Amy continues to close in on Laquason 1980, shrinking the gap by 5.8 seconds. Amy from Team Death Robots is under pressure as Duff Dad is gaining significantly, closing the gap by 432.7 seconds. Meanwhile, Waxy B is making strides towards Super Lacroix, narrowing the difference by 2.5 seconds. Keep an eye on Duff Dad's impressive progress as he continues to close in on Amy. Davifek continues to close in on Walk CB, reducing the gap by 8.20 seconds. Decadus Snake is making a strong move, narrowing the distance to Koki Binety by 32.7 seconds. The battle intensifies as Vavifik tightens the gap against Walk CB by another 8.2 seconds. Use John 7 is making an impressive comeback, closing the gap on Andix by 565.9 seconds. Greninjip is also putting on a show, closing in on Deplorable Apple from Live for Speed by 33.1 seconds. Additionally, Butcher Zero has climbed to P3 after overtaking Hugged 3 from Nuff Gomkins. New Kambakam, from Team Death Robots, has advanced to 16, passing Shibroman. Snicker 515 making a move up to 17, surpassing Shibroman on the track. Meanwhile, Lacroson 1980, advancing to P33, overtaking Fiery in the race. Kokibininity has advanced to P18, successfully passing Shibroman in the race standings. Fire 8 closing in on Amy, reducing the gap by a massive 173.3 seconds. The race dynamics are really heating up between these two drivers. Mama Hasta is steadily gaining on Feds, reducing the difference to 4.3 seconds. Descartes Snake is quickly wheeling in Shibroman, closing the gap by 8.1 seconds. Data Snake is closing in on Shibroman, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Super likewise making a strong move on Butcher Zero, reducing the gap by 62.9 seconds. Additionally, Kadzashuk has climbed to 6th place, surpassing Vavifek in the rankings. Amy is making a strong push, closing the gap on Lacroson 1980 by 8.6 seconds. Rainsity is climbing up to 9th place, passing Sabina 27, while Wow CB is advancing to 11th place, overtaking Nolga 77. Glad to hear you found the stream through F1 Greninja. It's always fun how one thing can lead to another in the world of racing. Enjoy the races with us here today. Victory is making a rapid comeback, slashing the distance to Lacroson 1980 by 438.1 seconds. Nolga 77 secures the 11th spot after passing Renza. Smoku 1995 climbs to 13th place, outmaneuvering Paulo Castagne in the process. Smurfwini advances to 16th place, surpassing Kokibaninity. Kokibaninity climbs to 17th place, overtaking Snicker 5. Smoku 1995 advances to 12th place, surpassing Renza Denbi Botamo. Fire is rapidly catching up to La Croissant 1980, reducing the gap by a significant 443.2 seconds. Kokibaninity advances to position 14, passing Smurf 20. Smurf 20 climbs to position 15, overtaking Paulo Castagne. Deplora Bleeple gains ground, now at position 26, passing A. Arafael. Super Lacroix secures the 5th position, passing Kazashuk. Feds advances to 20th place, overtaking Decadisnake. Reninyap climbs to 28th place, surpassing A. Arafael. Valdifek is charging hard, reducing the distance to Kazashuk by 5 seconds. Similarly, Renza News climbed to P18, passing Paulo Castagne in the process. Fades is now in 2nd place, overtaking Paulo Castagne. Smurf20 and Shipraman are neck and neck for the 15th position, with Smurf20 in a Cadillac DPI VR and Shipraman in an Orica 7 Acura. Feds has climbed to 19th, passing Paulo Castagne from Team Blue Star Dirty. Susanna Greenberg has also made progress, now 29th after overtaking A. Rafael.